Welcome back to the Lips React channel. I'm Lips. This is episode 3 of The Last of Us season 2. Thank you so much for all of the conversations, all of the dialogue, and the comments from last week's episode. And thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that like. Well, you can hit the subscribe button first. You can hold down on your like if you so wish. However, maybe you just already know the vibe and you're like, Lips is on it, you know? You could think that. And if you do, that's pretty damn cool. But we're gonna watch this, episode 3. This is one of my favorite video games. This is, in my opinion, a very phenomenal adaptation. If you've been following along with my reactions to the trailers and whatnot, then you do know that I thought we were going to kill Joel at the end of the season. Once I saw the first episode, I was nearly begging for them to kill him episode 2, just because, like, once I realized they weren't gonna like give us more before Jax or like before game 2 time, I realized that I didn't want to wait around for the inevitable. So I was glad with how they did it. I so far have been happy with the way they've introduced Abby. For me, for the way that I experienced the story, knowing what was going to come, I think that it helped me kind of engage with empathy, but also, like, most importantly, it almost made it, like, still made me mad at Abby, which I think is an important feeling, because I, like others out there, definitely this isn't how everyone experienced the game, but my first playthrough of the game, I spent kind of resisting the Abby, which made for such a fascinating experience. Like, that experience of hating the player that you're playing, and then you get to the end and it is what it is. Like, that kind of righteous hate for a character who is no more right or wrong than Joel was. Well, I mean, there's nuance to that, okay? There's nuance to that, but it took me on the journey that I think Ellie ended up going on. But I also, like, I don't know. I've tried to go into season 2 of the show with empathy, with understanding for Abby, kind of like, you know, healed on that other side of game 2, but I'm glad that they found a way to kind of reintroduce all of the feelings. I find, like, the changes they've made so far to work really well. Dina being there instead of Tommy makes more sense because, like, 2 grown men that, like, communicate really, really well together and, like, know each other really well could have and would have handled that situation a lot differently than Joel and Dina. And then obviously also, I think the depth they've added to Tommy's character is really refreshing. He's not just this, like, extension of Joel's story. He, I think, is kind of bringing on a life of his own, which I am personally a fan of. I think if that is one of the ways they're kind of expanding on the existing lore, I'm looking forward to seeing where they take that, if they take it anywhere. But yeah, those are just my thoughts right off at the top. I'm looking forward to this. I'm a wee bit nervous. I'm no more nervous. I'm nervous about different things now. Like, I think first episode, when I realized we were staying very close to the game, I didn't feel that, like, wow. I felt the wow in the midst of watching it. I felt the wow whilst editing it, but the ending of it made me go, oh no. Like, for me, like, I didn't know if I would be able to stick it through and be, like, super excited about something that was very similar to what I already have experienced in the storytelling of it. And then episode 2, I think, had that wow factor for me. And was still very close to the game. So I feel like my nerves with any of that, like my perception of the show, have vanished. But now I feel more relaxed, but like relaxed because now I'm no longer waiting for the big inevitable moment to happen. Now I need to sit back and kind of analyze the emotions that people are feeling. What will this love that Ellie had for Joel, what will that drive her to do? Will Abby just disappear into the dust? Like, will she be this leading character? How will they navigate keeping Abby in the story for us? Obviously, Abby is like a huge part of the game. But I'll be interested to see how they weave her into TV life for us. And yeah, but otherwise I'm excited. I have faith. I'm here for the art. I'm here for the presentation of it. Yeah, some things may not hit for me, but TV shows and stuff are subjective. And for me, it is hitting right now. And I've been so eagerly awaiting this Sunday to see episode 3 of The Last of Us season 2. So without further ado, grab a seat, grab a beverage, grab a fluffy friend if you have one, a pillow, some tissues, maybe. I don't know. Just depends on your vibe. And let's dive in. Oh, somber start. Oh no. Stop. They're really digging the knife in to our hearts. Tommy. That watch, dude. How is it that they can evoke such emotion with just that watch? My love. Oh, stop! That was so violent of you. That was pretty mean. Oh, Ellie. Oh my god, what if somebody looks too closely at her wrist?
I can give you something.
Oh, Ellie. Oh my god, Ellie! Oh. Okay. That was mean. I didn't like that. Like, I actually really liked it. I think they did. That was really mean, though. That was violent. That was a violent start. Emotionally. Holy shit. Oh, they did that so well. Oh, they really played with my emotions. That's crazy. I am so, pleasantly surprised, happy, shocked, odd that they can tell me this story in the TV format, and I know it's happening, but the emotions, the actors, the world building, it nails it for me.
So can I just...
Almost. I just need you to see one more person, then you're good to go.
Oh, who's the last person? The therapist?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, shoot. Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine.
If you say it that fast, it kind of implies you're not.
Yeah, I miss him. He meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, upset and sad.
But I was actually wondering about New Year's Eve. You two got into it at the dance.
Oh, she wants the tea. She's digging deeper, though.
When I got home, he was on the porch. I should have talked to him. But I didn't.
Do you regret that?
Yeah. Your final moment with someone doesn't define your whole time with them.
That's so true.
In my last moment with Joel, he said he wronged you. He said I saved her.
He saved me a lot of times.
Yeah, I would think so, but that's not wronging someone.
Well, she's gonna figure it out. I'm so nervous about that.
No idea what he meant. I don't feel wronged.
Ellie. Everyone knew you guys were mad at each other.
Everyone were as healthy as you. What would I do for weed and booze?
I wouldn't worry, Gail. There's still a lot of fucked up people in this town.
But not you, though.
Uh-huh. Okay. Why was that so weird? Because we kind of got like, they kind of made us think last episode that maybe they did like have a conversation on the porch and we just didn't get to see it. Why wouldn't Ellie say that here though? Just for the plot to draw it out, or stop? That's stop. Is that her room? Look at all the space stuff. No. Don't give me birthday flashback right now. I can't emotionally handle it. The watch. Did Tommy leave that there for Ellie? And a gun. Oh, there's the jacket. Oh, Ellie. Ellie. That feels right for her to put on this big front in front of people and just feel it in private.
Ellie?
Oh shit. Like I just said, put on a front in front of people.
Made you cookies.
Oh? Just 'cause?
No, this is a peace offering
Oh, peace offering.
because I'm about to make you angry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In the hospital, I told you I didn't learn anything useful.
She did.
I know most of their names, and I know where they're from.
Dina.
You cost us time. You let them get away.
And then it occurred to me, if you want to find someone, and the only thing you know about them is where they're going to end up,
You gotta
maybe
let them get
there.
You gotta let them get there. Good peace offering. Nice little bomb you threw on Ellie.
I loved
She'll
him
get
too,
over
you
it.
know.
Oh. Yes. Okay, well, it's not a competition. I think that's Ellie for thank you.
The girl with the braid.
Abby.
Abby.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Where are they from?
I saw a patch on a backpack, and then I remembered a story Eugene told me from back when he was a Firefly. One of those groups was the Washington Liberation Front.
Good memory.
WLF.
And thanks for the drawing.
Fucking morons.
Oh. I'll never put that together.
But seeing as how no one's ever mentioned them since, I'm guessing small enough for us to handle.
The two of you.
Who else knows?
Just us. I wasn't going to tell anyone before you.
We just needed you better, Ellie. Oh, was that a peace offering to Dina? Because what are you about to say, Ellie? Nothing. Okay. Yeah. Chomp it up. Chomp, chomp.
It ain't that simple. The town is still recovering. So are you.
The town, he was pretty crucial with the town.
If it had been you, Joel would be halfway to Seattle before the sun came up.
He'd be halfway to Seattle to save my life. But when we lost people, no. It would just break him like it was his fault. I saw that time and time again, and don't talk to me like I didn't know him.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Oh.
I'm not saying you shouldn't do this. But if we're gonna put a posse together, we gotta do it right. She's gonna want a council meeting, open it up to the town. Everyone.
But you'll back us, right?
Of course I will.
Okay. I'm putting my trust in you.
And you hold out information on me again, you got rendering detail for a month.
Oh. Uh-oh. This town is strict.
Buried our dead 10 miles south of town. If you want to visit them.
I'm gonna run our way to Seattle.
Ooh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, oh shit. Oh shit. No. These guys are so scary.
No one falling, all clear. Keep moving.
Whistles are a great way to communicate, but that is so scary.
Why can't she just keep us safe?
The prophet? She's been dead 10 years, Constance. I wouldn't count on her to help.
Oh.
Prophet isn't magic. They're just people that see truths hidden from others and share. So it was with our prophet.
Oh. No.
Then can I have a hammer?
Understand what we're giving you now. Keep you far, far safer than a hammer.
What are they doing?
Distance.
Distance.
From home.
From war.
Her scars look very new. Uh-oh. That's not a good whistle. Uh-oh.
Take cover!
Man, I don't know that I want to like these guys or have any empathy for them. But they're just living their lives.
Demons?
Demons.
Wolves.
Wolves. Oh, they're terrified of the wolves. Wait, that means that they're much bigger than we think.
Now the right side. Just the right side.
Come on, man. That side hurts more.
I noticed. There it is.
Oh. There she goes. There she goes.
So what'd you think?
Well, for someone who sat on their ass for 3 months, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah?
Thanks, Jesse.
Yeah. Crunches when they weren't looking.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Ellie.
So, heard you're on the council now.
She's gonna butter him up.
Can I count on you?
Can't discuss upcoming votes.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you were there.
I know that too. Gotta go.
Uh-oh. I don't think he's gonna be Team Revenge.
Organize your thoughts, write them down, and then read them out loud tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, because I'm stupid.
Because you're angry, and no one's gonna vote for angry.
Well said. Very well said. No one's gonna vote for angry.
I said that Joel meant so much to so many of us. But he wasn't the only one. And now you want to send, what, you're saying 16 of our best? Well, while they're gone, who's going to be on the wall if raiders come?
She's got facts. She's got a point.
We are too hurt, and it is too soon.
See, and that, yeah. No one's gonna vote for angry.
I'll be quick. This one's simple to me.
Okay.
So why wouldn't we want to take our vengeance?
Okay, hell yeah.
Well, because we're not supposed to.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, also...
Forgive and be forgiven.
Okay, also, yeah. Okay. Easier said than done.
That's what separates us from the raiders and the murderers. Our capacity for mercy.
Ooh.
Those sons of bitches don't deserve our mercy.
Ooh, whoa! Didn't expect that from him.
To hell with you for saying it, Carlisle.
Seth, sit down.
No!
You're not on the list.
No!
Oh, he will be heard.
Boo-hoo, it's not fair. They came into our house. They took one of ours. They'll come back because we didn't make them pay. And when they come back,
Oh, they
they'll
know
be
we have
laughing.
power and water.
And you'll all deserve it.
Oh, well.
Bunch of goddamn victims.
Sorry, where he said that. You know what?
Ellie?
Hey, they said no one would listen to Angry, but I think he kind of did a good job. But let's see what Ellie has for us.
I'm asking us to risk more people and resources, and at the worst possible time.
Nice eye contact during that line.
It's not about revenge. What I want is what you used to give people.
Whoa.
I want justice.
Oh.
I'll accept whatever the council decides, but I am asking you, do what it takes to see that justice is done.
A very...
Not for me. Not even for Joel. Do it for us.
Okay, Little Miss Politician. Whoa. She did great. Justice. And she, because Maria used to be a lawyer, right?
Council will now vote on the proposal to send a party of 16 citizens to Seattle to find the people who killed Joel and execute them.
I mean, look, we can talk about my feelings at the end of the episode, okay? It's nuanced. It's not, but I think there were some well said things there on both sides.
Yes.
1,
No.
1,
Yes.
1, 2,
No.
2,
No.
3 for no,
Yes.
3 for yes,
No.
4 for no,
No.
5 for no,
No.
6 for no,
No.
7 for no,
No.
8 for no. Who are the 3 that said yes? And I don't know. Jesse didn't vote for it. I don't think Ellie meant what she said, that she would care, that she would listen to what the jury said. Uh-oh. Hey, Scott. He's pissed.
Brutal. And I'm supposed to see a shrink myself, you know, to process it all.
So what do you do then?
Oh, well, I'm an alcoholic. And I smoke as much weed as I can.
Okay.
But you're not here because you're worried about me.
Oh, he's not? Wait, what is he here for then?
You see things others don't.
Hmm.
I'm nervous she's gonna do something stupid.
She is.
What, you didn't believe her speech?
Did you?
Of course not. She's a liar.
Oh, okay.
It was maybe one person she told the truth to, and he's
dead. That's true.
What matters is you're afraid. So, let's talk about it. Okay. Free of charge.
Damn, and he's drinking her beer. She's technically paying him. What do you mean?
All he was really doing was lashing out.
So you think she might have learned that behavior from him? If she's on a path, it's not one that Joel put her on. No, I think they were walking side by side from the very start.
I don't know.
Take it from a psychotherapist of 40 years. Some people just can't be saved.
Oh, damn! They're really just gonna keep throwing the word "save" around like that, aren't they? Save who you can save. Some people can't be saved. Well, shit. Fuck. Send me to a psychotherapist. Uh-oh. That's not a good look, Ellie. Dina. Okay. Well, that's... Ellie, you can't go alone.
I'm just going to bed.
No, I don't think that is where you're going.
Okay, Dina.
So, what's your plan?
Go to Seattle and kill Abby.
What route?
Northwest?
We need Dina if we're gonna do this.
First stage is through the National Forest. Once we're out,
Ooh.
we'll follow the Snake River Canyon, then break off through the Snoqualmie Pass.
Oh, she already came prepared.
Provisions. Travel light but smart. Winter coats for beds, jackets for blankets.
Oh, she really came prepared.
Is that Joel's? That's what you're good at killing.
Fucking right.
And save it for that. Slow and kicks like hell.
Oh. Just like Abby wanted to kill Joel.
Chlorine tablets, a pan, and somebody to keep Shimmer dry.
Just Shimmer?
Yeah, we share a horse. Fewer resources. Love the
Boots.
Converse. Respect your consistency, but you're not crossing open country in fucking chucks.
Yeah, one. How the fuck are we gonna get all of this?
I know, guy.
Jesse.
No, don't tell me you told Jesse, please.
Captain Wyoming? No.
Oh.
Wear all the clothes you're gonna bring. Fill your pockets with ammo.
Wait. Who, Tommy?
We'll meet by the old East Gate, 3 a.m. 3 a.m.
Be on time, Ellie. Wait, that was such an act of love. It's a little fucked up.
Yeah, you could have just asked.
No, I actually didn't know that.
Oh, Ellie. She didn't know she wasn't alone just because Joel's not here. Okay. Oh, Sam? Whoa. That came full circle. Now this is an apology.
Trade. It's better. Trade.
Do it, Ellie. Oh, look, she's still not even having it, even though.
Janine's night watch at the stables. She's sympathetic to our cause.
Oh, okay.
You're the one that gave the us speech, not me.
Hey, fair.
Saddlebags are filled with stuff I had squirreled away. I'd come with you, but I caught some friendly fire on New Year's Day.
I'm sure it's friendly. Jesus Christ.
Let's get you going.
Hey, Ellie, this is all part of the journey, girlie. Look, was on your side when Maria forced the conversation, but this is a kind thing to do. You don't have to forgive him, but you can be polite. Oh. Huh. I like how they did that. I thought it was going to be Tommy, but that's even better. Oh, Ellie. That's a lot of graves. They really did lose a lot of people. Holy shit.
Let me see a new topic.
Or silence.
Got one. First person to kill.
Oh. Damn, Dina.
Okay, well, the first one's too fucked up, but I can tell you the second one. It was a little before Joel and I got to Jackson, in Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Ellie.
Interesting. I shoot a guy and he feels sorry for me.
It's interesting to see Ellie as like the serious, quiet one. Damn, they've never gotten to talk about the kiss.
Okay, but I have a stupid question. It's about New Year's Eve.
Oh.
And, you know.
Here we go.
The kid.
Oh, the way she said that.
Whatever, you were super high. And you were drunk. How would you rate it?
Good question, Dina.
You've kissed girls before. You're gay, I'm not.
Oh, really?
Okay, fine, 6.
Fuck
you,
6.
6.
That's not bad.
That sucks. For the record, I don't believe you. You can go back to Jesse. I already did.
Oh. Girl, what? That makes me sad.
Does he ever strike you as sad?
Jesse?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think deep inside, that's just how he is. At least I hope that's why. Well, because if it's not that, then it's me.
Oh, Dina.
Ellie?
Makes me sad that you just went back to
It wasn't that.
Jesse. Like Ellie meant nothing. I know that's not what it really is, but you know.
Maybe 10 miles.
Feelings aren't
In
facts.
theory, we'll come out in your highway.
Oh, uh-oh.
He was running away.
What's that symbol? I don't know. I've never seen it before.
5 or 6 shots in the back of someone who was running away?
Dina!
Dina. Oh. There it is.
You okay?
Mm-hmm. This is just...
Oh. Not. Okay. I thought that was something else. Oh, shit. Oh, the little girl. They even killed the little girl? That's so fucked up. Oh, her little hammer. Oh, fuck the wolves.
If this was fucking them, if Abby and her crew did this to people, to kids.
To kids. I mean...
Yeah.
I have no reason to think it wasn't them. That fuels the fire. Whoa. That really, really fuels the revenge fire. This is like right out of the video game, isn't it? I'm so nervous.
Wow.
Holy shit. Wow, they did a great job.
Guess there aren't that many wolves.
There's about to be a whole lot less.
Curtis or Viper?
What? No. That was just me. I was trying to sound like a badass.
Oh.
You don't need to try.
Oh, that's cute. Looks calm. Sure. Sure it does. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
We're moving up to the fob. All clear between checkpoint 3 and 5?
You're all good?
So they've got it like pretty locked down. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, there's so many of them. Oh, no. Wait, are those tanks? Oh, we are so in over our heads. Oh, we are so in over our heads. That was such a good episode. That wow factor that I was saying, like I got in the second episode and was hoping it would continue to happen now that we've gotten the Joel of it all out of the way. I feel like we're in the groove, we're in the element. They did such a good job showing the anguish and pain of Ellie and bringing us into the emotions of that all. That moment with Tommy and the body was so simple yet heartbreaking. Like, it just goes to show that you can do, like, you don't need to have huge exposition. You don't need to have, like, you don't always, right? Like, sometimes exposition you need, right? But, like, that little moment was just, like, felt so simple and tastefully done, and, like, it got, like, the emotional moment across for me, and it hit me right dead in the heart. If my emotions were a bullseye, were a dartboard, that would have been a bullseye. That stung so quick. I even like called it violent. It felt so violently targeted. I think, like, for me, because so here's the thing is, like, we have this dilemma, and I think the town meeting was like brought up some good points, right? Justice, mercy, revenge. Those are the things we're going to be dealing with this season. We're going to be led by grief. Now, we have Ellie's grief. We also have her isolation. We have her loneliness. We have this, like, relationship that she has with Dina. But I think that moment where Dina came over to Ellie, of course, is very important to showcase that, like, Dina is gonna, like, ride or die for Ellie. She's, like, really cares about Ellie, and that she didn't even need to be asked. But Dina said, "You could have asked me," and Ellie was like, "No, I really had no idea that I could." And that, I think, gets the point across. Like, Ellie had Joel. Ellie could tell Joel everything. We can discuss the semantics about, was it really a father-daughter kind of dynamic? Was it just Joel like seeing her as a daughter? Did Ellie really see him as a father? We can, you can have debates over that. Regardless of what you want to call it, it was a very important and special relationship those two had. And it was, I think we call it father-daughter, we call it this relationship because it is absolutely on no playing field sexual. And I think that's really the main importance of it, is that it was this, like, mentor-mentee, if that makes you feel a little bit better about, like, the names of it. For those that don't believe that Ellie saw Joel as a father figure. But I would also reckon to say that, like, someone can have the title of dad and not really, like, fulfill the roles of dad. And teens are always, like, a little hard to pin down how they really feel. So when it's not a direct descendant of the person in the father figure, like, place, it's, of course, it's going to be a little wonky. But Ellie and Joel had a very special relationship, and they were very close to each other, and they relied very heavily on each other. Of course, Ellie and Joel had recently, prior to the show starting, season 2 starting, had a little bit of a falling out. And Ellie is still, well, she's protecting herself by keeping the secret, of course. But that psychotherapist is on to her. I don't think she likes Ellie much, if at all. And I guess she didn't like Joel either. So maybe it's part by association, and then the other part because she can sense that Ellie's a liar, as she said. And Ellie is a liar. Ellie does lie to everyone, and sometimes even to herself. She's self-preserved sometimes in that way. But I liked her speech. I did. Do I think she's going for revenge? Yeah. But do I think she had like a well-written speech about justice? And do I think she kind of has a point about justice? Yeah. Now, on like a moral side of things, I do not believe in an eye for an eye. I do not believe in killing people. I do not believe in the death penalty. I don't believe in any of that. But when I watch shows like this, I don't try to sit in the position of considering the moments from a moral aspect. And I think that's something that this story does fairly well, and maybe it's because I've played the games, is it's not really asking you to think about it morally. It's kind of asking you to think about it in a really heightened state of apocalypse. These stories take on a heightened sense in an apocalypse setting, which, you know, I'm all for dramatics. So we have Ellie definitely going for revenge, but also now it is kind of more justice, right? Like, seeing the scars, seeing that child is assuming that was the wolves, which, as far as we know, when we saw them and they went hiding, the guy had said that it was the wolves. So I'm going to take that as it is. I'm going to assume that it was them. That should put fear in Ellie and Dina. Like, that's a lot of people to die. How did they do that? And also, like, they shot someone running away. Now, the scars in the video game, well, no. Should I say that? I don't want to spoil it. Okay, this is a little spoiler for the video game, so fast forward about 30 seconds. The scars in the video game are much more hated, universally hated by Abby, hated by Ellie. So like that kind of shadows how I see the scars in the show, but that's all I'll say about that right now. So anyway, no more spoilers. Trying to think of what else. One of the things that I really, really loved was Sam. I don't believe we utilized Sam in the video game, though I could be wrong. But regardless, I think them showing us the moment on New Year's Eve, showing us that kind of that apology, the forced apology via Maria, and I know we've had some conversations about that. I think an apology is always best done when the two hurt people can, one, have some time. I think time is okay. I think it's okay to sit in your hurts. I think if you've done something to hurt someone and that person does not want to talk to you, that is okay. Now, it being a constructed apology via Maria does not make it not an apology, but it does, for me, make it less sincere, because it is. If Sam would have come up on his own, yeah, but that made it so much better. One, that we have this moment, we come back to Sam, we see how Ellie feels about him, we see that Sam is like, he did seem genuinely like apologetic, right? But like, if you live in this world, if you are a minority by any stakes of the matter, and then you have dealt with deeply rooted, hateful people who their sorries just, their hate is so systemic to who they are and the society that they believe in, that their sorries don't really mean change. It doesn't mean they're all of a sudden going to stand up for you. Yay, gay rights. It doesn't mean they're going to do that. It just means that they're like, oop, I should have kept my mouth shut, because that's also generally what society believes. You should keep your mouth shut if you're going to be hateful. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. And so, we see this old man who is saying sorry, but like Ellie said, oh yeah, I get drunk and I say things I've never thought before. And that's the thing, is like, someone is not just overnight going to say something homophobic and then wake up the next morning and be like, oops, JK, I'm just a drunk homophobe. No, like, they're usually just deeply systemically homophobic. And can people learn? Can people change? Yes. Does that mean Ellie ever needed to open her heart back up to him? No. But she did shake his hand at the end. And what I will say about that moment to me is, I think it's a great symbol. It's a great reminder that Ellie is stubborn. She's not playing around with this. If Dina would have come to her and said, I know who can help us, it's Sam, Ellie might have nearly refused any help if it was coming from that man, because she is so stubborn, to her own detriment. And I think that's like an important character thing that they were showing us there. And she did shake his hand at the end, and I think that's all well and fine and dandy. But also just a reminder, like, people can be sorry and be genuinely sorry, and they can work on their change. But if somebody hurts you in a way that you are not able to trust or recover from, you are well within your right to not want them in your life. Someone can go on a healing journey. That does not mean that you have to be there for them along that healing journey or that learning journey, as it may be, and it seems a little cold-hearted, and it seems a little complicated. And of course, if you can find it in your heart to like forgive people and keep them in your life, or take some space and then come back, then sure, of course. Like, life is usually a lot richer when you have people to share it with. But if you have been wronged by someone, you don't have to, even if they're your family, you don't have to be around them. You don't have to accept them in your life. I mean, you have the free will to do that. So no one is entitled to your company. But I think like Sam did the right thing by helping them out. And I think, Ellie begrudgingly, traded the guns, accepted the help, set aside her stubbornness. And I think overall, like, that was a great reminder, or a great like showcasing of the changes that have happened in Ellie. I think the beginning of the season, we still see this very like carefree, goofy, pain in the ass, girl who lives by a joke and loves a little giggle, and kind of, she's a smart ass. And you see in this episode with Dina that she's kind of taken on the persona of Joel. And Dina is now the more like lighthearted of the two. So for those looking for that, like, oh, Ellie in the game is so much more grown up. Well, yeah, trauma will sometimes make you a little more serious. But Ellie had really no reason to be a serious hard ass before the trauma. Because yeah, she was hurt, she was sad, she was having a fight with Joel, but like she had the safest, comfiest life that we've ever seen anyone in this apocalypse have, you know? She had running water, she had hot water, she had movies and TV shows, you know? She had music. These are such luxuries that, of course, we have in abundance for the most part at our fingertips today because we're not living in an apocalypse. But Ellie got to live this, like, not only got to live in a safe environment in a community, but she got to live in a safe environment and community that was, like, from what we've seen, very luxurious for this world, you know? People have houses and couches and real beds and roofs over their head and running water and electricity. Like that's, we can maybe imagine that there are other little towns out there, but we don't know that for sure, you know? So Ellie got to live this very safe life, which allowed her to still kind of be the smart ass she is because she didn't have to grow up. You know, in a lot of ways on her journey with Joel in season 1, she had to kind of grow up and be less of a kid. There were times that called for her to make really grown-up decisions, like kill a man. But then when they got to safety and she had Joel there kind of like doting over her, taking on what he wanted, you know, at least to do, be a father, or, you know, kind of he kind of seemed to accept the fatherly role in her life. Which generally, and from what we know of Joel, is a very like protective, you know, he's going to protect her. He's going to make sure she's taken care of. He's going to feed her. He's going to give her like a space to live. He's going to, you know, he's going to have conversation with her. He's going to be her company. They're going to watch movies. You know, it's that amount of sheltered is something that, you know, allows you to stay young mentally. And it's a luxury, especially in an apocalypse. So the moment that's stripped from her, I think that's why we see this a little bit more of a serious Ellie now, because she doesn't have the luxuries of being carefree and a smartass. She'll still be a smartass and she'll still be stubborn, but I think it's going to be a little more serious now. I think we'll see that more serious Ellie that some would associate with being more grown up. Anyway, this for me is a phenomenal episode. When I look at like episode 2, again, that episode really locked me in and affirmed to me that like the season is going to be good. But this episode I really felt immersed. I really felt like we were in the flow. I felt like the characters made sense. I liked the choices. I liked seeing Ellie kind of chart her path. I liked seeing Dina, you know, chart hers. I liked the trauma at the beginning. Seeing Ellie scream in the cold open was bone chilling. And I think that was like, even if they didn't give us like all the other moments and exposition of Ellie being like reminding us why she's going here, the justice, the revenge, the mercy conversations, like that scream was painful, and not painful because of the physical pain, but painful because of the emotional pain. And that is a deeper pain. And, you know, yeah, they tried to have her talk to a psychologist, but she's not going to open up to that stranger. So, yeah. See you next week for episode 4. Don't forget to hit like on this video if you're still here. Thanks for being here. If you want full length reactions to this or anything else you see here on the channel, head over to Patreon. See you next week.